Salute. Salute, America. I'm just here to dedicate this one to everybody with tunnel vision. To everybody who say that systemic racism just doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's all in our minds. It's all in our minds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. News One reports. White Republican convicted of voting illegally in 2020 sentenced to probation while black women get years in prison. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened. Let's see how they did my sisters this time. Let's check out white privilege and white power, y'all. Let's get into it. Sometimes the power of whiteness is so overwhelming and blatant that it's hard to know where to even start in telling the story. But here we go. Meet Tracy K. McKee. McKee, 64, is a registered Republican in Arizona who has been vocal about the widespread voter fraud that cost Donald Trump his re-election. The same widespread voter fraud that, by the way, never existed. But this isn't the whitest part of the story. According to the Associated Press on Friday, McKee was sentenced after being found guilty of checks notes, voting illegally by using her dead mother's ballot during the presidential race of 2020. You know, the election with all the election fraud McKee was reportedly against. It actually says purportedly, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say reportedly against. Still, this is not the whitest part of the already insufferably white story. McKee, who was from the Phoenix suburb of Scottsdale, but now lives in California, sobbed as she apologized in Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Margaret LaBianca before the judge handed down her sentence. McKee said that she was grieving over the loss of her mother and had no intent to impact the outcome of the election. Your Honor, I would like to apologize, McKee told LaBianca. I don't want to make the excuse for my behavior. What I did was wrong, and I'm prepared to accept the consequences handed down by the court. So, a white woman who intentionally voted illegally cried and made excuses while claiming she wasn't going to make excuses, and then she was prepared to accept the consequences handed down by the court because she knows how white she is. So she knew those consequences would be light work. In the end, she was sentenced to 2 years of felony probation, fines, and community service. I'm reading this verbatim, y'all. I wonder how hard Crystal Mason, a black woman from Fort Worth, Texas, cried when she was sentenced to 5 years in prison for casting a provisional ballot in the 2016 presidential election while on supervised release for a federal conviction. Or how about Pam Moses of Memphis, Tennessee, who was sentenced to 6 years in prison after she was convicted of registering to vote while being ineligible to do so because of past legal issues. Both black women were adamant in saying they didn't realize they couldn't legally vote, and in Mason's case, she even had an official certificate saying her rights had been restored, while McKee admitted she did what she did intentionally. We also previously reported on the numerous Republican white men caught voting illegally for Trump, all of whom got treated leniently by the courts and, like McKee, were granted the option of avoiding any jail time. I'm not going to read this any further. I'll let y'all do y'all homework. I'll put the link in the description box. Y'all can't say this racism doesn't exist here. Laws. Legal arms of white supremacy. Legal aid of white supremacy. Call it what you wanna, but it's here. That's why I built this channel. We're going to tear down the pillars of that sugar honey iced tea, y'all. We ain't having it. We ain't having it. Uncut Squad, thank y'all for rocking out with me. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. I know it'll be some people sitting in the back of the classroom with you know what I'm saying, football helmets on and aluminum foil, you know what I'm saying, pushed into their earlobes and everything, so they can't really hear and comprehend things. So one more time for the people in the back. Please, 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 for your boy, respectfully, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell, please. Y'all stay real, stay woke, stay uncut, and stay alive. See what happens when we try to vote? So I told y'all, sit out these elections anyway. Sit this election out, y'all. We got them where we want them. Sit this election out. Vote locally. Do not vote federally. We out.